right, tubers, Mam Roy back once again with another one of these live streams. What is on everybody's mind? Take 5. Give a few more minutes. I want to start this a few minutes early, give people a chance to come. Hopefully, we don't have any glitches like we did last time. I'm still using YouTube's encoding software here, so we'll find out if everything was working properly. What? My cat is in the background howling at the moment. All right, audio and video check. Am I coming through clear visually and audibly? Audibly. Mr. Jimmy's here. Hey, hello. How is my audio? Check, check, check. Awesome. I guess I'm doing well. We got 5 watchers and 2 likes. I like that. Make sure you give me those thumbs up if you can. I wasn't actually going to do a live stream today initially, but you know what? I figured it's time to do one, and I'm just realizing that probably wasn't a great time. You can see the sun is just barreling through that little Palladian window up there, but we'll do as best we can. My cat is being a very bad boy, aka Milo. He's been clawing at the couch back there, and now he's about to go at my curtains. So if I have to jump up real quick and throw him out, you'll know why. That's a wrap. Loving my $89 Moto G4 refurbished. Wow, that is a great price for a Moto G4. Let me look something up real quick. You said you got that on eBay. See, on eBay, it looks like they're going, yeah, a lot of them are going for $138. Let's see what the sold ones say. Yeah, a lot of them are in the $100 to $200 range. So yeah, you got a really good deal on that for sure. Michael Laforte, have you ever thought about a new intro video for the vlogs? Yes, I have. It's just a question of time right now. A lot of things have been coming up in my life, not necessarily bad, actually not bad at all, but I just have not had the time to really put into doing a new intro. What you want, buddy? Meow. Meow. There's a bug over there. My cat does not like it when there are bugs in the room. I think it's just a fly. But anyway, that is the reason I haven't done a new intro yet. I'm going to look into that in the next few months. Maybe when I'm away, I'll be able to do something. It's just going to depend on what time allows. Trev Talks, hello. Alien Technologies, what's up? So we have a lot of people here, 6 watchers. Yeah, this one again is for you guys. So let me know what's on your mind. Michael Laforte, stink bugs are the worst. You know, we actually don't have a lot of them in my immediate area. I know maybe about 5-10 miles away, there's an animal wildlife preserve, and they get a lot of them over there. But yeah, I've heard that, and especially if you squash them, you'll know why they're called stink bugs. That's right. Hey, Matt, easiest free antivirus download for my new cheap HP laptop. That's an easy one. Avast. Avast, without a doubt, is still one of my favorite antivirus programs. It's free. It has active protection. And if you pair it with something like Spybot Search and Destroy, you're golden. So that and Spybot Search and Destroy, you're good. Charlie Lipinski, I recently got a Dell Optiplex 790 ultra small form factor with a 120 gigabyte Samsung Evo. I'm assuming you meant SSD there for $20. That's a fantastic bargain. As you guys know, I had a lot of 790s a while back. I bought a bunch of them from the thrift stores. Mine were the full-size towers. He's talking about the really, really small form factors, the ones that have the laptop-style optical drives. They are excellent towers, but one thing I will caution you is you want to make sure that you clean that out on a quarterly basis. In other words, every 2 or 3 months, you want to go ahead and blow that out because dust builds up very quickly in those small desktop cases. and you're going to have some failures, especially with the CPU and the GPU, if you don't keep the dust out of that case. Stephen Barber, the spring update broke my antivirus software and my 2 printer software drivers. For Windows 10, I've been very lucky myself. I haven't had any issues with those. Best thing I tell you, re-download your antivirus, and for your printer driver, just wait a couple of days and then go to their website. You should be able to download the latest driver if Windows hasn't already fixed the problem by then. But it should be just they're just really minor problems. You just give it a few days. It may even correct itself. Oh, Stephen Barbios reinstalled everything. Well, that's another way to go. Whatever works, right? Let me adjust this a little bit here. There we go. That's a little bit better. I moved the camera around earlier to capture one of my cats doing something stupid, so I had to get the orientation just right there. Let's see. Got any other questions I missed here? Well, while we're waiting for that, I've had a lot of people requesting to see this. This is my new Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I didn't do an unboxing of it mainly because there are a lot of them on there and probably a lot better reviews than I could give. A few features that I've loved so far that I've learned is the Retina Scan. In other words, I can unlock it by just showing it my face right there. You do have the fingerprint scanner on here, although they've repositioned it on the back. Before, with the S7 Edge, it was right here near the home button. I think that's a nice touch because let's face it, that's where you want it. When you're holding your phone, you want to unlock your phone, this is where you're going to want to put your finger. So Samsung, that was definitely a nice touch. I have not had a chance to use the dual 12 megapixel camera slash video camera on there, but I've heard it is phenomenal. Actually, I tell a lie. I took some pictures for a Craigslist ad the other day, and they came out really, really nicely. But I haven't actually done a vlog with this yet. That'll come in the near future. And before you say anything, yes, that is the lilac purple one right there. I like purple. I know it's a girl's color, but you know what? I don't care. I enjoy it. But that's just a quick view of my new phone. The Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge has gone. I listed that for sale on Craigslist and the Facebook yard sale last night, and I sold it early this morning. I wound up getting $220 for it unlocked, so not a bad deal. I've never actually unlocked a phone before. The way that works is since I paid off my old contract, the phone became mine, and AT&T, by law, had to provide me an unlock code for the phone. So once I put another SIM card in there, I just entered that unlock code, and now pretty much you can use it for any carrier. Right off the bat, you can use the AT&T phone with T-Mobile. I think it's Track Phone. No, not Track Phone. What's the other one? Straight Talk. No, that's can't think of what it's called. Oh, Metro PCS. But if you want to use it with Straight Talk, Sprint, or Verizon, you actually have to bring it there because they actually have to manually program it in. But it's a great deal. So don't ever get rid of your old cell phones without checking to see what their value is. Jonathan Grindle, hey Matt, you're going to do another room tour also. Have you tried the Parted Magic software? To answer the first part of that, I will do another room tour. It's not going to be anytime soon. It's probably going to be when I get back from the trip. As for Parted Magic, I've used it a couple of times. I have it on the Ultimate Boot CD. I don't have a lot of call for that, to be honest with you, because generally when I work on a computer, I'm either repairing a system by removing viruses, or I'm just doing a wipe and a reload. I do use them on my personal systems, though. I personally like Acronis a little bit better, but yeah, Parted Magic is a decent cloning slash partition management software. Charlie Lipinski also like purple too. Right on. You're a guy that likes purple and you're not afraid to show it. I like that. Stephen Barber. Matt, did you hear about Sprint and T-Mobile merging? Yes, they got hitched. I can't wait. You know, I did hear about that just on the news this morning. They've been trying to do that for a long time, and the government has said no because they're going to make too much of a monopoly. But apparently, they got it pushed through. Definitely to be better for those customers because now that they're merged, they're going to be able to use each other's cell phone towers. Definitely a plus. I'm just watching my cat over there. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm going to try. If you see Milo right over there, there is he. There he is. There is a bug up towards the ceiling there, and it is driving him crazy. He keeps looking at it. You get that, Milo. I don't want to get bit. Whatever it is, I don't want to get bit tonight. He's a funny cat. I love him, but he can be very mischievous. He's still in his kitten stage at this point. Eric Brunhammer, sorry I'm late. I was doing laundry. It's all right, man. So was I. Actually did my bed linen. I haven't even made my bed again. If you see it in the corner there, that's just my little cover. I haven't even made my bed yet, so I got to do that before I go to bed tonight. I've been dealing with a few other issues at the moment. I have this little rash here that I had to go to the doctor to take a look at today. Nothing serious. It's just a little fungal infection from basically all the workouts I've been doing. So he gave me some medication. He said it should clear up in a few days. I know, right? I'm not going to mention that again. I know that's probably, being that's around dinner time, people are probably saying, ew, Matt, why are you talking about that? But yeah, it is what it is. George Blakely III can hear and see me clearly. Well, thank you. I'm glad this is finally working. And what I think helped was I restarted the computer before I did the live stream. Hey, you guys should have told me I had a little piece of something on the side of my mouth there. Miss Jimmy is 10 a.m. there. Wow, that's right. You're in New Zealand, I think. Yeah, a big time difference. Here it's 6:08 p.m. That's why I say when I do these, it's Eastern Standard Time. If you guys don't know what that is, just look it up. It's basically the East Coast of the United States. 16 watchers, 5 likes. Come on, give me some more likes there. I need those likes from you guys. Let's see if we got any other questions. All right. Well, one other thing while we're waiting on some more questions here, my father helped me out quite a bit. The other day, he was looking for a cell phone case to fit his smartphone, and he came across this. If you guys saw my vlog, I actually put a link into the Amazon sale page for this. This thing was really cheap. I mean, these things are like $7 a piece. We actually just ordered 2 more. It's basically the type of case you would have put like the old flip phones in or the old Blackberries, but it's large enough to even fit my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It totally shuts in there, and it's got a metal belt loop and even a key ring chain right there. And I'm telling you, this thing is really solidly built. It's got nice padding in there all throughout. A little velour, so it's not going to scratch your screen or anything. If you want to get one of these, just go to my last vlog, and you can click the link there. Fantastic bargain for the price, and I'm so glad to have this, especially with the new phone, because I don't like screen protectors. I don't use them. I don't like the way they get bubbles underneath no matter what you do. So this screen, even though I have an actual case on the back of this phone, a hard case, my screen is still exposed. So when I'm not using the phone, it's nice to be able to just put it in its case like that, and there you go. It's fully protected at that point. Jonathan Grindle, have you ever used the 1111 DNS map? Because I was wondering if it's any good. No, I'm not sure what that is. You have to elaborate on that a little bit more. Eric Brunhammer, I'm probably not going to do another live stream until I get to Virginia. Well, that's okay. I can't wait till you get down here, man, because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some videos together. It's gonna be a fun week. It really is. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know why my chat window for some reason is not updating. All right, 14 watchers, 9 likes. That is awesome. While I'm having a lull in the questions again, I will show you guys something, and that is this. I have the gift card for the giveaway. We are going to be doing the giveaway. That is a definite. I want to make sure you guys knew I was serious about that. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to put up a video, and I'm not going to tell you guys when. You guys are just going to have to stay tuned to my channel for this one. I'm going to put up a video, and I'm going to make this thing really simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys, all you got to do is put enter me in the comments section. Bearing in mind that you have to be in the continental United States for this particular giveaway. Ones in the future might differ, but for this particular one, only people that are in the continental United States, in other words, the 50 contiguous United States, are eligible for this giveaway. What's going to happen is I'm going to leave the video up. I'm thinking for about a week. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video where I give the card away. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to use one of the random comment generators. And that's going to go ahead and pick a comment out of the blue. And whoever that is going to win that gift card. Just want to give you guys a heads up on that. But I'm going to make it a little bit of a surprise as to the exact day that I'm going to do this. Okay, Jonathan Grindle. And what I meant, Matt, is called Cloudflare, the fastest DNS server. Never actually heard of that. I know what of course I know what a DNS server is, but let me see here. Cloudflare DNS. Perfect way to browse the internet privately. Private way to browse the internet. It's public DNS resolver, but unlike most DNS resolvers, it's not selling your data to advertisers. Okay, so basically, it's like kind of like a VPN. For those of you who don't know what a DNS server is, DNS server is basically what allows you to surf websites using their names. It converts the IP addresses to names and vice versa. I have not checked that out. I will in the future. That's really interesting. As a matter of fact, go ahead and bookmark that. So when I have some extra time, I can go ahead and look into that a little bit more. Stephen Barber, how good is Harman Kardon speakers? Because I bought some used HP speakers that my uncle had. I thought they were cool, but how good are they? Harman Kardon is hit and miss. Generally, as a rule, they have good quality products. When I say that, I'm talking mainly about their receivers and stereo components. When it comes to things like computer speakers, I'm not too familiar with the Harman Kardon brand as it pertains to computer speakers, but for, receivers, CD players, stuff like that, very good quality in my opinion. I personally like Onkyo, though, myself. I have 2 Onkyo receivers. I have both are surround sound. One is in my on my media center over there, and the other one I actually use in 2-channel stereo mode. That's my regular every night stereo. This bug is driving Milo crazy. He's over here whining at my window. This guy is so funny. Let me see if I can get over this again. What you doing, Milo? What you see? Row, row. Row, row. What is it? All right, buddy. We'll come say hi. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. You guys know Milo. Milo's got to come say hi. Say hi to Milo for me. You being a good boy? You being a good boy, Milo? Yeah, you know you're a good cat. When he wants to be. Sometimes he can be a real terror. Look how big he's getting, though, guys. Look at this. We thought he was going to be a little petite thing. He still is going to be smaller than Baxter, but he's not going to be a tiny, tiny cat. Jonathan Dominic, in many cases, Harman Kardon speakers that come with computers are using the name. They're often cheap junk. The same goes for store-bought ones. They're just using the name. Yeah, thank you for that comment, by the way. I definitely agree with that because I've gotten some Old-Tech Lansing speakers in the past that were really just rebranded Dell generic speakers with who knows, maybe Logitech, maybe some cheap Chinese company made them. But yeah, I definitely agree with that statement. Have I seen Jay Wakefield's videos? This is a Fry. I think so. It's been a long time. I'd be honest with you, I have not watched a lot of YouTube videos recently. Been out there exercising and making these videos. It leaves me very little time to actually watch other content. But I will on vacation. I'm going to start watching some more of your guys' videos for sure. Eric Brunhammer, the Dell Harman Kardon speakers are just a sourced out name. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Though they're not bad. If you can see right there, see where I'm pointing right there, I actually have a Dell surround sound speaker system jerry-rigged to work with my bedside TV. I actually have two speakers up there, and then there are two speakers that are right there under the TV, and then the woofer right there. I have it working in, again, 4-channel stereo, not surround sound. It actually sound half decent. I'm not sure who made them. That might be, again, one of those sourced out names, but not all Dell branded speakers are bad. Those actually have a really good bass sound, especially when I'm watching movies. Nick Roberts, hey Matt, have you ever used a website called Swagbucks? Get cash on items you buy off lots of sites like eBay, etc. Even do surveys, can get a lot of bonus points. You've made a lot of money. I haven't used that one. I've used Honey, but I guess I don't follow through enough. I know people say they can get a lot of rewards back. I might consider doing something like that, but for me, I just don't have the time. That's the hardest thing, and that's why I'm late with this live stream. I'm a few days late because I should have not had the time to do these, unfortunately. And I want to make sure I put these out for you. When I'm on the trip, we're definitely going to continue to do the live stream, internet speed permitting. I'm going in an area that's very, very rural. So if internet speed, if the networks are concerned, I may just have to do it with my cell phone. Hopefully, the cell phone reception there is good enough, but I may be streaming in like standard definition. We got 17 watchers, 11 likes. That's awesome, guys. Keep up the good work. You guys are helping me out, and I hope I'm helping you out with some good information. Give you guys a quick fitness update. Man, this shirt's really, really stretched out. When I went to the doctor today, I went on his scale, and I was weighed at 258 pounds. Now, bearing in mind, I was wearing all my clothes. I had my cell phone with me, my wallet, and my keys. So taking all that into consideration, probably more like about 255 pounds now. So I never thought I'd get to this point. I figured when I first went on this diet, I might get down to 280, maybe 270 pounds, but to be in this close to in the mid 200s, it's just awesome. And I hope I'm inspiring you guys to do this as well, those of you that need to lose weight. Just talk to my neighbor, and he said that he's going to do the same thing once he had a surgery. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but once he recovers from that, he said he's going to go ahead and try to start walking with me. And that's all it takes. Baby steps, just baby steps. You start small, you build up, and wonderful things can happen. And you need willpower too. Definitely need the willpower. Jordan Bird, do you use Windows Movie Maker for your videos? I don't remember if I asked you this question before. I don't know if you did, but yes, every one of my vlogs, pretty much all my videos, I use Windows Movie Maker. It's easy, it's free, and I know how to use it. I am not an editor. I don't really like doing video editing. I do as little as I have to. So I know how to use Windows Movie Maker, and has enough features for what I need. So to answer your question, yes. Yes, I do. Jonathan Dominic, when it comes to computer speakers, the more expensive ones aren't bad. Until recently, I was using a set of Bose Companion 2 Series 2 speakers. They've been replaced by sound bar and subwoofer. A lot of people are going to those sound bars now. I don't personally use them myself. What I actually use on my main rig is a 5.1 channel Logitech speaker system that I absolutely love. It's actually got the 2 rear speakers, 2 front speakers, and the center speaker, and then of course the subwoofer. And yes, before you ask, I am using it in all stereo mode. I don't have an area where I can set it up in surround sound, and I'm not really a big fan of it anyway. The only system I have running in true 5.1 surround is my media center TV and computer back there. That's working off the Onkyo receiver. Oh, okay. Trader One up 250 pounds down from what? Um, when I started this initially, I was about 350 pounds. My highest weight ever was 412-ish pounds. I actually did get over 400 for a very short time. So right now I'm about 100 pounds down from where I started when I did this. I started, it was mainly like 352, somewhere around there. So yeah, I mean, it was just, it's not been easy. I'll be honest with you. There are times at night that I really crave something sweet and eating past 7 or 8 o'clock, and I forced myself not to. It was a lifestyle choice. I realized if I was going to have any quality of life later on in my later senior years, that I needed to do something now while I was still young to ensure that I had any kind of quality of life later on. Excuse me. Need to get a drink of water. I try to drink as much water as I can. I started this morning. I'm right about there now. Try to get at least a gallon of water in a day. That helps flush out your system. I know a lot of people say they don't like drinking water. Thankfully, I always love drinking water. I don't even miss soda. On the rare occasion I do have a soda, it's maybe a Diet Coke or one of these, I can't remember the name, but it's like a diet natural soda that they have. And my one vice that I like every once in a while is I like the IBC diet root beer. Trader One up. I weigh 150 pounds. Oh wow, okay, you're about the same weight as my uncle then. Depending how tall you are, I'm sure you're very skinny. I'd love to get there sometime. I don't think that'll realistically happen though. I could see myself getting down to maybe 220 pounds. My goal right now is 240. At 240, I'm going to start maintaining for a while and then see what happens from there. 5'9", yeah, you're good at 5'9". That's not bad. I'm before anybody asks, I'm about 6'2", 6'1 and a half, 6'2". I'm getting messages here. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Ooh. Awesome. A friend of mine sent me an image. She makes these black beans and rice. Looks really good. She's vegan. See if you guys can get a good shot of that. There we go. That looks really good. She's going to make it for me sometime. I actually like this webcam, this what is it, 920, something like that. It's a Logitech. It's a lot better than the Logitech Webcam Pro 9000 I had. Or, that was a good webcam too, but this one is full HD, is where the other one was only 720. Eric Brunhammer, I can't drink any diet drinks because my body has an odd reaction to aspartame. You know what? As most of our bodies should. There's probably body telling you it's not good for you, and that's why I try to eat as little as possible. Yeah, that's some there. It's just a reflection from the window. Yeah, I know you can't. Trey went up 6'2", can't tell from the videos. It's hard because normally you don't see me full frame. I mean, I could stand up here, but you're not going to get the right context because the webcam's not going to frame me the right way. But yeah, I'm about 6'2". That's what my driver's license says. That's what they measured me when I got that done back in, I don't know, like 2013, something like that. Your mom must be tall. My mother is 5'8", 5'7.5", something like that, and my dad is like 6 feet tall. I'm the tallest one. Matter of fact, fun fact, on my mother's side, out of all the guys on my mother's side of the family, I am the shortest. Most of my cousins and my uncles, they were 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Yep, I am actually the shortest, believe it or not. Scott Kearley is 6'5". Wow. You must have a hard time in hotel bathrooms. I know that even me at 6'2", sometimes I go in the older hotels and I go into the shower. I have to actually bend down to get under the shower head because they're made for people that are like 5'6", 5'5", something like that. Eric Brunhammer, one of my goals is to use this time off of work to get myself off the Wawa tea. That's a great goal right there. Even though the Wawa tea isn't the worst thing for you, it's still got a lot of sugar in it. And I know that you don't have the same problem that I do, Eric, but in the long run, I think that's best. Transition to unsweet tea, or what you can do is you can buy a gallon or a jug of sweet, a gallon or a jug of unsweet, mix them together, and then wean yourself off gradually. I mean, that's another way you could go about it. Stephen Barber, I have a Diet Coke and a Coke Zero addiction. I shouldn't have said that. I do like Diet Coke, but I prefer Diet Pepsi. That's just me personally. My cat's over there cleaning himself. He is a trip, as my friend Mary would say. Yep. Trader one up. Sugar and salt are poison. I agree with that in large doses. Anything is good for you in moderation. Nothing will, I'm going to rephrase that. Nothing will hurt you in moderation. If you have a Twinkie once a week, that's not going to hurt you. If you have beef Wellington or a prime rib once a month, that's not going to hurt you. It's when you do these things, if you have a Twinkie once a day or twice a day, you have that red meat constantly day after day after day, like some people do. That's when you start having the problems. And that's what's wrong with our society right now. We are a society that just cannot get enough. We don't want to wait for anything. We want the latest and the greatest. And that comes down to food too. When I think about what my parents are told, my parents' generation being the baby boomers, they were very laid back. When they went out to dinner, it was a treat. They maybe went out once or twice a month at most. Nowadays, for some people, it's a daily occurrence. I mean, they're eating their meals at McDonald's, their lunches at McDonald's, they're getting takeout from KFC or getting a pizza from Little Caesars or Pizza Hut and bringing that home for dinner. And that fast food in moderation is okay. I'm not against fast food per se, but when you use it as a dietary staple, in other words, when you use that every day as something in your diet, that's when it becomes a problem. I'll tell you guys a story. There was a time where I used to go to McDonald's almost every other day, so about 3 to 4 days a week, and I would get a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, and a burrito, and I would eat that for breakfast, all three. Now, totaling that up, that's pushing 200, 2,500, 3,000 calories. That would be my whole calories for the day, but I wouldn't stop there. For lunch, I would have a sandwich, maybe like a ham sandwich and a bowl of soup. Then I'd snack all day long. I'd have some potato chips or popcorn. Then I'd go and have a full dinner. I'd have ravioli or spaghetti, and I'd have multiple plates. And then right before bed, I would eat a Hot Pocket or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And this used to be the norm to me. This was normal. This was just the normal way to eat. It wasn't until I started researching diets and what you should be eating that I realized, oh my gosh, I am killing myself. I am eating thousands and thousands of more calories than I actually need to. And that's why I like to share this information with you guys out there, because a lot of people just don't know. It's ignorance, but it's not your fault. It's because somebody hasn't actually sat down and taught you the right way to do it. And I'm telling you, nutritionists, they don't half the time don't know. I went to nutritionists when I was a kid when I started packing on the pounds. They were good for telling you the kind of foods you should eat. They're like, oh yeah, you got to eat more fruits and vegetables. You got to stay away from the fats. You got to make sure you have a certain amount of grains, milk, meats. What they wouldn't tell you to do was, okay, you need to limit yourself to such and such amount of calories, and they would never actually do like a meal plan. And that's where the problem was, because if you're getting somebody like me that has never had a successful diet and never really learned the right way to eat, we're failing before we even get started. And I don't mean to be a rant. That was a little bit of a rant, but you know what? It definitely bared noting for sure. It's Mom. Hey, Mom, you decent? You want to come in? Let's see if we can get her in here. I don't know if I will, but we're going to try. You want to come in and say hi? You want to come say hi to everybody on YouTube? Come on, you look good.
Really quick.
Mom's here. She's been sitting outside, so I'm sure you're pretty sweaty at the moment.
Yeah, a little hot.
You guys always ask. There she is. She's doing really well. And Milo's down here being real cute. Check this out. Rolling over, using my stairs as a scratching post.
He scooches.
He scooches, but he'll scratch on there.
Ah.
But yeah, we're doing really well. We're just talking about our diet / lifestyle change. I only say diet because when I say lifestyle change, people get really confused sometimes. Stephen Barber, Matt, I can tell you look thin. One of your older videos, on your old videos till now. Oh yeah, if you go back even 2 years, a year and a half, you see my face is like puffed out to here. I didn't even have a chin back then. Of course, now trying to firm this up a little bit, but they're getting there.
Not like when you get old, you get like me, turkey.
Oh yeah, right. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we're still here and we're happy.
That's it.
Scott Kearley, Matt, it's a little hard for someone to tell you what to do because everyone has a different body. For me to lose weight, I need to cut out foods, back on foods and exercise. You and your mom are doing great. Well, thank you, Scott. And I agree with you. It's different for everybody. What works for me may not work for you. It just depends on your body type. You got to try different things. You can try what I've suggested. Hopefully it works well for you. If it doesn't, then yeah, go to your doctor. I'm not trying to put anybody off doctors, nutritionists. They have their place. But get second opinions. Again, if you're getting on a specific diet and doing a lifestyle change and it's not working, try something else. Isn't that right?
Yep. Tried diets many times and I lost the weight, but I always gained it back. That's why I wanted to try something different where we're just totally changing our eating habits and not eating fast food or going to buffets and different things like that.
I'm glad you brought that up about buffets because that's a big thing. I have not been to. I don't think we have been to a buffet in what 6 months maybe. Because I'd be not that I couldn't control myself at this point. I would be able to eat enough to warrant the price. I might be able to do one plate at that point. You good? You want to head out?
I'm going to head out. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks for stopping by. My camera was going crazy. Didn't know who to focus on. Mobile home, I get 30 blocks of walking a day. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. If we're talking a city block, that's really good. James Hamilton, Trinidad in the house. Oh, okay. Trinidad Island. Very familiar with Trinidad Island. My grandfather, my mother's father, was stationed on Trinidad Island during World War II. He was a radio announcer for the United Armed Forces Radio Network. Little fun factoid for you there. Stephen Barber, Matt, you're looking good on the weight loss. Keep up the good work. Thanks again. Thank you very much. I like hearing that. Don't get me wrong. You guys can tell me that as much as you want. That motivation keeps me going forward. It actually keeps me humble too, because when I think about going off my diet and cheating, I think about you guys and how far that we've come together. and I say to myself, okay, we need to stay on track, because I know there are a lot of you out there that are depending on me to succeed for you guys to succeed, if that makes any sense. 20 watchers. Awesome. We're up to 20 and we got 14 likes. Give me some more thumbs up there, guys. Ruben's here. Ruben Aparicio. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, so I'm just going to say Ruben if you don't mind. Ruben likes Dell Optiplexes. So do I. You guys know I love them. Matter of fact, you can see a bunch of the ones I have right over there. Those are actually ones that are done, that are waiting to find new homes. But yes, very well made systems. And the main reason for that is they are business class systems, and they are designed for the long haul. Need to take another sip of water here. Sorry about that. Very dry today. It's funny because it's not really that dry outside either. Scott Kearley at Stephen Barber. I never back anything up, man. Have much stuff to back up. Yes, definitely do your backups. Matter of fact, what I would suggest, if you're running Windows 10, get yourself a second hard drive, and in Windows 10 you can set it to automatically back up your important files to that drive. And that's what I would highly recommend doing, because Murphy's Law happens, and it will happen. Believe me, I cannot tell you how many customers I've had in that did not back up their data, and I was only able to recover a portion of it, if anything at all. Bearing in mind, I can only do level 1 data recovery here. In other words, in my case, the drive has to be readable. If you have to go to level 2, level 3, you're sending that drive away to a professional hard drive recovery center. And at that point, you're in a little bit of a sticker shock point there, because you're at least $500 to $1,000 to get anything back. I like to do the shock value, but yeah, if that doesn't sober you up, I don't know what will. He only has, okay, here's the response for that. I only have music. I reinstall Windows most times. I use Acronis and had few issues with it in the past. Well, yeah, I mean, if you can get your files back, that's one thing, but like for me personally, I have a lot. I save all of my titles when I write out that little description and my little musings. I save all that on my main hard drive, and then I back that up to my secondary drives. Most of that's saved on my SSD. I back it up to my tertiary drives as well, because I don't want to lose those. I cannot get those back. I theoretically I could, but I'd have to copy them from every single YouTube video back into a Word document. No thanks. I don't want to have to do that. Let me see if we missed any questions here. Oh yeah, I did shave, by the way. I know somebody commented, Matt, your mustache was looking good. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to shave it because with my skin condition on my face, my mustache doesn't grow in straight or evenly. A lot of times I'll get it over here. It'll be really long here and short here, or vice versa. Or I might have that little you-know-what mustache in the middle. Reviews for noobs. Building a computer from free money gift cards I got from doing surveys, etc., is the ASRock H110 motherboard, a good motherboard for 59 NZD. Wow, 59 New Zealand dollars. That's not bad. ASRock motherboards are decent. I built a couple of systems with them. They're mid-range, though, low to mid-range boards. I usually like to stick with things like Asus boards. I like gigabit motherboards or gigabyte motherboards. That's about it. You guys keep the questions coming. Yeah, definitely. Do this for a little bit while longer. I may have to go because I got to put my ointment on because this thing is driving me crazy. Hopefully it'll clear up in the next couple of days. I know it's from all the exercise that we're doing, but I'm not going to stop doing that. If I have to deal with a little skin irritation, so be it. We're down to 18 watchers, 17 likes. I I'm glad that this is actually working. I was half tempted to use OBS Studios again because of the issues we had last time, but looks like YouTube is fixing that problem where it kind of froze and then the audio was out of sync or just plain pitchy. Sonic Way. Can we watch you put the cream on? No, you can't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that live. That would just be too gross. Victor De La Fuente, what is your favorite show? You guys probably can guess, but yeah, Roseanne. I love Roseanne. Though I'm actually watching reruns of Andromeda, which I never watched. I actually have on my Roku TV. They actually have a app. The Roku TV has the Roku TV app, which gives you free TV shows and movies. And I've been watching a lot of the Andromeda series, and apparently, I'm right now only a few episodes into the first season. Apparently, it ran for 5 seasons, and everybody says seasons 1 and 2 were really good. Season 3 was, and 3 and 4 were, and season 5 just made no sense at all. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yes, I know. Stephen Barber. There is a new episode of Roseanne tonight. I can't wait. I can't either. And from what I understand, I think Bev is going to be in it again. That is so funny. I'm glad that she's still acting, Estelle Parsons. I can't even imagine that. The one that played Roseanne's mother. That is unbelievable. Well, you know what, tubers? I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here. I see people are dropping off. We're 46 minutes and some change in. I'll answer 1 or 2 more questions, and I'm going to go ahead and end this because I am losing my voice here, and I am getting very tired. One more question. Sonic Wang, do you like comedy movies, actors like Rob Schneider and Jim Carrey? Yeah, I actually watched The Real Rob, if you ever saw that. That's a Netflix original series about Rob Schneider with his real life family. I like Rob Schneider. Jim Carrey's good in most roles. I wasn't a big fan of Ace Ventura. A lot of people are like, what? You didn't like Ace Ventura? Didn't care for it. I like Dumb and Dumber. I loved The Truman Show. Was one of my absolute favorite things he did. Yeah, pretty much Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. Can't forget about The Mask. That one was a classic. All right, tubers, I am done. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Please continue to like and subscribe. Don't forget, the giveaway is coming up really, really soon. And as always, have a blessed day.